Well, Bill Algeo, happy fight week.
Look at the chicken scratch he's got on this. He came prepared. Look at these notes.
He's calling my notes chicken scratch. I don't think they're that bad. I can read them. Doesn't matter if Bill can read them.
Oh, that's important. Yeah, that matters.
You got a fight coming up. That's what you got to be focused on, not my notes. So, 1, happy fight week. 2, how we feeling, man? How's the AC feeling?
Feel good, man. I love this town. It's an hour and 20 minutes away from my house, so it could not be any more convenient for me, but even more convenient for my friends, family, students. So, yeah, I'm going to have a ton of people out here, and I can't wait to hear them go nuts when I do some cool stuff.
And we always talk about, UFC's got to come to Philly. I guess this is close enough. So that being said, you bring in a lot of people to this one?
Yeah, absolutely. They're coming in droves, that's for sure.
And we were just walking over here about AOW and some of your students that train with you and fight, and you own Algeo MMA. So a lot of fighters, they don't coach like that. But you coach, you train, you do it all. So, what does coaching and actually going to regional events and coaching and cornering your fighters do to help you prepare for the UFC fights?
So I was just telling the guys last weekend in the locker room of AOW, it's great because I get that feeling of the nerves, the warm ups, the post, whether you won or not. You see everything, and it's real, it's authentic, it's a fight, right? So it's the fight game, it's the fight business, the hurt business, and you get that same exact feeling like a week before I go and compete. So it's great just to kind of put myself in that mindset of oh yeah, this is going to happen next week, where we go through those same highs and lows and the anxieties and everything that comes with fighting. So yeah, that was a great little appetizer for this weekend. Appetizer for AC.
Ooh, love it. And taking on Canada, Kyle Nelson, Bill Algeo versus the nation of Canada. How do you feel about Kyle? I've talked to him a few times. Very nice guy.
I've never lost to Canada. I don't plan on losing now. No, he's a nice guy, I'm sure, right? So typically I'm used to these Canadians being pretty European kickboxers with nice hair and stuff. So he doesn't really fit the bill. So I think he's much more of a jiu-jitsu guy, a grappler who happens to take some kickboxing classes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into whatever exchange it gets to. I think I'm better everywhere.
I believe he said in an interview he's knocking you out. Do you think that's happening?
They all say that, but they all come up short.
4-1 in your last 5. This will put you on 3 in a row. How close are you to those rankings?
Very close. I'm right outside, and I've beaten guys who are flirting with the top 15 as well. So, I don't really care too much about a number next to my name. I just care about winning and doing well and improving.
And I know you like fun fights. Kyle's promising to be a fun fight. So after this win, anyone you want to fight? Any fights that are yo, that'd be a good one?
Probably Sean Puffy Combs. Who else? I've called out Fauci and Zuckerberg, but no response. My man literally built a bunker to avoid me. In the UFC, doesn't really matter. We'll see. I got some call outs for after I win that I'll kind of hold out until then. But yeah, I call out a bunch of people. It doesn't really work. It's just whoever the UFC says, hey, you want to fight this guy? I say yes every time. So that's kind of how the business works here.
And UFC comes back to MSG every November. Word on the street is they're coming to Newark in June. You have a preference? Would you like to get one of those cards?
Yeah, Newark would be cool. I would like the Sphere in September. That's what I'm really getting my eye on. I've seen your Sphere. I think that it's got a great ring to it. And September's, man, that's my month. I always do well in September, and I like that timeline as well.
And congratulations, because you are now a new father again. Your second boy. Are you going to get some double dad strength in there?
I hope so. And if that's the case, I might have a whole army soon. But yeah, I mean, dad strength, I don't know if it's a real thing. We're going to find out, I guess. I mean, yeah, it does give you obviously a new priority of you got to make some money, you got to do well because you got mouths to feed. That's always been the case, whether you got 1, 2, or 3. But it's cool, and they get to see what I'm doing, especially now the older one gets to see me on TV and actually recognize me a little bit and kind of say dada, at 16 months. So that's going to be the best feeling. Obviously, it's past his bedtime on Saturday, but we'll watch it on Sunday, and he'll kind of do a double take from the screen to me to back and forth, and that's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to that.
I don't know if you've bumped into Kyle yet, but he's actually walking around with his new baby. He had a baby last week, so battle of the dads, man. I guess what can fans expect from this matchup?
Hopefully we just bring it. I mean, we've been in fun fights before. I've been in a ton. I'm hoping he brings the fight like he's talking about, and that'll just make for fireworks for the fans, which is always good. Even if he wants to play passive, I'll come and get him. We'll figure out how to make this work. So, yeah, it's gonna be a fun fight. We're on the main card for a reason because we bring it.
Last thing for me, anything you'd like to say to all your fans?
Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for all the support. All your messages, even though I might not respond to every single one of you guys, like I feel the love and I feel the support. And yeah, I'm ready to show out and do what I do on Saturday.
Throwing my chicken scratch down. Ladies and gentlemen, UFC AC, March 30th, Boardwalk Hall, ESPN Plus. Bill Algeo looks to get it done. Bill, my man, thank you. Kick some ass.